These aren't victimless crimes. The victims are there, they're real, and they're re-victimized every single day. Someone has their images on their computer, on their phone. Someone has used their images in horrific ways, and they just continue to abuse these children. One of the more recent cases I had was a case that went all the way through prosecution, and it was an individual who had hundreds of images on his phone of CSAM, and these images were some of the worst that I'd ever seen. We had to review them, each image dozens of times to properly categorize it and put it where it needed to be. And so one of the things that happened at trial is all the images were presented. They were presented to the jury, and the jury had to sit through and look at hundreds of these images as they were gone through by a child forensic expert. And what that person did is he went through and he explained why he knew that child was prepubescent and their general demeanor in the picture, knowing he was an expert in child behavior, and he could generally tell you, the child clearly looks like they're in pain, they look uncomfortable, and their approximate age based on their development. So these images are on a big screen, and the jury and the judge and the defense attorney and everyone in the courtroom is having to view these images. The forensic expert had gone through these a couple of times with us, and at the end of his testimony, something that he said that broke all of us and was hard to hear is he's an expert. He's been in this field for decades, and at the end, this person who had been doing this for so long and has really seen a lot in this world, at the end his voice broke when he said, "I would encourage you to try to identify the children so that they can be out of harm's way." And his voice broke, and the whole jury did too. Everyone needed a minute to gather themselves and to think about that these children that we just saw hundreds of images of, that they could still be out there, and images could be still to this day.